All right. Well, we are back with the third installment of this one, and we are going to go all the way from page 10 to the end of the packet on this one, which is page 15. So just 6 more pages, looks like. Starting with page 10. Again, if you haven't watched the first two videos on this packet, go ahead and go watch those first so that you can kind of refresh yourself. If you need to, or take a look at the packet back on that so that you can see kind of what you've done. Other than that, let's get started on this. So number 10, we're starting with word choice. In specific, we're starting with homophones. Homophones are words that sound the same but are spelled different and have different meanings. The examples you have up here is there, and there. We have location, possession, and then the contraction of they are. And then we have your and your. Your is in the possession, that is your car, your book, your pencil. And then your, which is the contraction of you are. And then we have two, and two. To meaning a direction, going to the mall, going to the doctor's office, things like that. Two as in the number two. Okay, 2 + 2 = 4. And then we have two as in also. I want to ride the pony too. Okay. So on this one, they are giving you a sentence, and then in parentheses, they are giving you the homophones, the right word choice. Well, not the right word choice. The word that goes there that has two forms of the word, and you have to choose the correct form. Okay. So we have, your dog is so beautiful. I love golden retrievers. So you have to figure out which your is the appropriate one. So we have, whose dog is it? Your dog, your possession. So we're going with this your. Okay. We're not, it's not a contraction. You are dog is so beautiful. That doesn't make sense. So that one doesn't work. And that's basically what you have to do with the rest of this as well. Some, is this the right one? No, it's a different one. There is only one option in each of these lines, so make sure you're looking at those carefully. Okay. Okay. All right, that looks pretty easy. And then the next section of that page is you are writing your own sentence. They're giving you the homophone to use, and then you just have to make sure you're using it in the correct context when you create your own sentence. Okay. You can look back up at the top of the page in order to get what kind of context you need to be looking at. All right. So that's page 10, fairly simple. Page 11 is also word choice. These are frequently confused words. Choice words are often confused. Choose the correct word for the sentence. So we have then, whose, dessert, or dessert and desert. Again, two, your and your, past, choose, choose and chose. Then allowed and allowed, and then we have two again. Oh, and then is down over here. So for the first one, we have at 4,400 words, the Constitution is shorter than or than any other written constitution of other countries. Okay, so basically you have to try to figure out which form of the word is going to go here. How can you tell the difference? Which context is going to call for which word? Okay, so we have, let me get a different highlighter color. We have a few keywords here. It's saying that the Constitution is shorter. Okay, so it's making a comparison. Okay, what's some other times when you use the word then? The only time that really comes to mind and sticks out is when you're using sequential text structure, first, next, then, last. Okay, so then we did this. So basically you have to determine how to tell the difference between a sequence of events or a comparison, okay? And the way you can tell that is the vowel used. A are comparison and E's are sequence, okay? So whenever you are making a comparison, something is shorter than, something is longer than, something is brighter than, you are using the A form of then, okay? The E form of then, that is sequence, sequential, I should say. Then we went to dinner, then clean your room, okay, stuff like that. So that'll fall in line here as well with the other one. Then you have who's. Do you know who's holding the conference this afternoon? This is a contraction of who is. This is a different way of saying, who, whom, whichever. You'll learn about the correct usage of those in a higher grade level. And then that's what you're doing basically. Which one is going to fit? All right. And that's that one. The second section of that page, again, you are given the word and you are creating your own sentence. You have choose, allowed, whose, and then. All right. If you need help, we are more than happy to help you. Send us a message on Schoology, and we can help you out a little, as much as we can. All right, so page 12. I would pay close attention to page 12 because you're gonna have to make sure you get this one done. Okay, I'm gonna put some pink highlighter on that one so it kind of notates it out. But you are gonna need to make sure you get that done because there's something special for you to do with that tomorrow or Friday in Friday's folder. So make sure that you pay close attention and get this one done. All right. So we are using context clues, reading skills. Okay, context clues are hints that an author gives to help define a difficult or unusual word. The clue may appear within the same sentence as the word to which it refers, or it may follow in a next sentence. Okay, so sometimes your clues are not going to show up within the same sentence. Sometimes it's going to show up either earlier or later. Okay. So that's what we are going to try to determine now. It says, after reading the sentence, give a definition of the underlined word using the context clues. All right. So we have number one, we have Pablo Picasso is considered one of the greatest artists of the 20th century. As a young adult, Picasso showed enormous talent for drawing and painting. He entered Barcelona's prestigious School of Fine Arts when he was only 14 years old. This school is well regarded compared to others. Okay, so there are several clues interspaced in here. Again, you're looking at prestigious. So it's saying that the school is well regarded compared to others. What does well regarded mean? That's basically what you're looking at here. What, this school is well regarded and compared to others. What does that mean, basically? Okay, and then if based on that, it will kind of give you a definition of what prestigious means. Okay, so thinking it's well regarded compared to others, well regarded, people like the school, people think it's really good, it's probably then if people think that, then it's probably better than other schools, okay? Better maintained, better disciplinary studies, better learning environment, better instructors, things like that. So basically, we can probably put prestigious as meaning Oh, better than average. Okay. That's how I would notate it at. It's better than average. Okay. You could probably look up in the dictionary to check and see if your answer is close, but I would not try to write down a dictionary definition here. Because if you're looking for a context clues definition, so what a word means based on context clues, you're not looking for a word by word dictionary definition. You're looking for one that's at least somewhat in the same ballpark based on how it's used in the sentence. So if you wanted to, you could write down what you think it means and then kind of double check yourself. Were you close at least? If you were, then just leave it. All right. If you weren't, you can kind of go back into the sentence and see what clues would help you pick up the correct meaning. All right. Let me get my mouse back. So if you need help, make sure that you contact us. We're more than happy to help you. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna get rid of that. There you go. All righty, moving along. There's 10 questions on page 12, so make sure you get those done. Moving along to page 13, we have fact and opinion. There are 12 questions here. Basically, it looks like you are determining whether something is fact or opinion. Again, we have reading skills here. Fact is real, informative information proven to be true. All right, an opinion is a feeling or thought on a subject. Okay, so a fact, ice cream is cold. That's a fact. It's information that is real and it's proven to be true. If you held on to some ice cream, you would feel the cold. Okay, opinion. Bluebell Great Divide ice cream is the best one of the brand. That is an opinion. That is a feeling or a thought on a particular brand or a particular flavor of ice cream. Okay. Some other people may disagree with that, and that's okay. Opinions are able to do that. So directions are determine if the sentence is a fact or an opinion. For the opinions, explain why it is an opinion. Okay, so we have the first one. It says there are millions of stars in the galaxy. Is that a fact or an opinion? Well, this one is kind of dicey, actually, because one, there is no way to count the stars in the galaxy. They're always, the light from the stars in the galaxy are always flickering. Sometimes you don't see one, sometimes you do. So it's always shifting. So there's really no way to definitively count them, but I'm pretty sure that there are more than millions of stars in the galaxy. But there's really no way to definitively prove that thought. However, I'm pretty sure that, like I said, that there are more than millions, probably going into the billions territory. So that one is kind of dicey. Number two says the asteroid belt is between Jupiter and Mars. That's a fact. You can look at a picture of the solar system and you can see that the asteroid belt is between Mars and Jupiter. Okay. It's in all of your lessons over space. You have Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, asteroid belt, and then you have, the rest, the Jupiter and the rest of the gas giants. So yes, that is a fact. All right. So that's all you're doing for that page is you are, excuse me, determining whether that's a fact or opinion. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and say that that's an opinion. And I've already kind of given you an explanation why. There's a lot of explanation there for me to sit here and type. So I'm not going to type it, but you can take your own interpretation of what I said out of that. Okay. Number 14 or page 14. we have defining and identifying figurative language. Oh boy, this one tends to give everybody a hard time. It says, write the definition for the figurative term and identify what figurative term is being used in the sentence. All right, so number one, we have a simile. Simile is pretty easy. You are comparing two things. I'm going to put a semicolon, using like or as. All right, so that is, there we go. That is a simile. I'm gonna move that up a little bit. There. All right, so that's a simile, basically. However, the next sentence, it says the metal plate landed with a great clang as it hit the floor. So do we have allusion or onomatopoeia? So basically, it's not giving you a sentence that's based on the definition. It's making you think a little bit. I know y'all just got done taking the STAR test. You don't want to think, but this is something that you have to know before you go to 7th grade. So y'all can do it. I have faith in you. The metal plate landed with a great clang as it hit the floor. So you have to think, what is an allusion? What is an onomatopoeia? And if you know what these two are, you could probably already guess that clang is actually an onomatopoeia. Okay, so it's onomatopoeia, and then you explain your answer. An onomatopoeia is a word that is also a sound. Clang, the word clang is a word that is also a sound. Okay, and that is your, oh, that runs into my next one. It's not gonna let it go. There, it's off the line at least. All right, is the word clang is a word that's also a sound. No, that's what an onomatopoeia is basically. Okay, and then you go to number 2 and you do the same thing. 3, 4, 5, all the way down until you get to number 7, which you end with hyperbole, determining whether something is onomatopoeia or personification, and then you make your explanation. All right. So that's that one. And then last but definitely not least, you have 4 short passages here. You are identifying the main idea. All right. Your main idea, that's the main point of the text or passage. Usually you can write the main idea in 1 sentence or a topic sentence. So basically your main idea is going to be 1 sentence. That shouldn't be any longer than that. So you're going to read your little paragraph here. What is it about? Okay, what is the passage about? That's what the main idea is. What's the topic sentence? About what you just read for that passage. Okay. And then that is all of the packet. Please make sure that you complete all of the questions in the packet. You are going to need this packet tomorrow on the test that will be in Schoology for you guys. And yes, that means you can use this as open notes. All right. So open note test tomorrow in Schoology. Make sure you, let me scroll down to it. There it is. Make sure, doubly sure, you do page 12, because there is also something that you can do with page 12 to get you some more points. Hint, hint, wink, wink. All right. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact your ELA teacher and we can help you as much as possible. All right. Good luck. Godspeed. Hope you guys have a good weekend if we do not see you again before the end of the day Friday. All right. Y'all have a good one.